Hey guys, welcome back to another first 100 video. I didn't think I'd be doing another first 100 quite so soon since the last one I did, but this is one of those situations where I saw a gun in the counter at my favorite local gun store, and one of the guys working there actually was like, hey, have you checked this one out yet? And I was like, no, because it's got a funny name and it's silly. And so, oh, you really gotta, you gotta try it. So I did. I tried it in the store, and I was like, all right, well, that one will go on the list then. So it went on the list, and then it came quickly to the top of the list for various reasons. So anyway, what we're looking at, and you know already because the title of the video told you, we're looking at the Smith & Wesson M&P Shield 380 EZ, which is a really long name, and the last part of that name makes me go, because anything that names EZ is kind of cheesy as far as I'm concerned. But nonetheless, and without bias, because of the stupid name, I'm going to try this gun out, and I'm going to do the first 100 with it. So first and foremost, I was very impressed with the trigger. Trigger is amazing. And then, after the little light bulb went on and I did a little bit of research, i.e. took the slide off and looked at it, it's a hammer-fired gun. Well, that explains why the trigger is so much nicer, and also why it's not jointed. The racking of the slide is very, very, very easy and light. Much more easy and light than some of the companies that have claimed theirs would be better. So I'm impressed about that. So this has all the initial markings of a gun that might be the magic one we've been looking for in the 380 market for somebody who is recoil averse, does not have hand and upper body strength to manipulate the action of a semi-automatic and all of those things. So we know who that marketplace is. We've never really given them the proper tool yet. Could this be the one? I don't know. I'm going to find out today. I've got a magazine loaded up, a couple magazines, two coming with the pistol, loaded up with 8 rounds each. That is their capacity. Okay, I have a small steel target, unpainted because I forgot to bring paint with me, about 15 yards down range. So it's a little bit of a challenging target to hit. All right. So again, 2 single stack 8-round magazines means I'm going to be doing a lot of magazine loading today. That works. Has a loaded round indicator or a loaded chamber indicator right up here on top. I like the sight picture. It's like a typical M&P but narrower. Very shield-like. I'm digging this trigger. And so far, 2 mags in, I'm digging the gun. Starting out with Freedom Munitions 100 grain, by the way. Round nose, flat point. I'm really noticing the grip safety. And the beaver tail feels good. It has, of course, the typical shield ergonomics. Recoil is light. Of course, it's a 380. Okay, wrapping up the first 50 already, almost through this box of Freedom Munitions, and I really like the feel of this little gun. And it's not all that terribly little. So it gives up something there. It gives up quite a bit there compared to other guns in its caliber. But it brings a lot to the table, I think, in terms of ease of work in the action and recoil management for those who are averse to either or both. Field strip is simple and does not require a trigger pull, nor does it require you to pull down that little pin that M&Ps usually have inside. So you simply lock the slide back, drop the takedown lever, off comes the slide. The little cocking ears that I liked on the VP9 and I liked on the VP40, I liked on the other HKs that have them, are part of this slide. They are not polymer tabs that were, added after. They are milled right in, CNC'd right into this slide. It seems like it's going to be accurate. Again, I'm 15 yards away, and that is a small steel target from Tactical AR 500 targets. A little plug from my buddies who provided that target. We'll put some on paper here next. See what kind of group I can make. Oh, also, by the way, as a sort of a testament to my comparison with the 45 shield and saying they're the same size, I'm carrying this in an inside the waistband holster, custom made for the 45 shield. So there's that. All right, let's see what we can do from 10 yards. I'm 10 yards away from that target and that orange dot, which is certainly an ample test from a self-defense perspective. I'm shooting Speer Lawman 95 grain full metal jacket. For those of you jotting down notes. I do love the gun, the way it feels. Typical Smith & Wesson M&P ergonomics. And a very nice sight picture, nice and tight. 3 dots. Serrated rear for no glare. And man, this trigger is incredible. All right, so it looks like, what, low left? That's where I live, low left. All right, so that is probably a trigger control issue from yours truly. Let's see with this next magazine of 8 if I can maybe quit yakking and shoot better. Well, that felt better. I don't know that I moved the group significantly, but I think I tightened it up a little bit. We'll down and have a look. Okay, let's try just 5 rounds of Hornady Critical Duty 90 grain. This would be, if you wanted to carry this gun or have this gun at your bedside for self-defense, this would be certainly a viable round to carry in it. So same thing, 10 yards away. I've got a fresh orange dot on the head of my target. Let's see how I can do. I seem to want to put all of them low left with this gun. Smith & Wesson's new 380 EZ or 380 Shield EZ or M&P 380 Shield EZ or however long you want to make it. Like I say, I kind of scoffed at the whole concept of it when it first came out. First of all, I wasn't a big fan of the grip safety. I wasn't sure what they were going for there. I definitely didn't like the name. Thought it was a little hokey and cheesy. That's what we should call it, the 380 Shield Cheesy. But saying all that, boy, it's a little shooter. I do like it a lot in that respect. It had one bizarre little malfunction on me, and that was that live round stovepipe when I was shooting with just my left hand. And I got a funny feeling I was really limp wristing it quite a bit. So I shot some more through it after that, exactly the same, and I did not have that problem. Now that doesn't mean anything. You know, I could go another 100 rounds and have that problem again, but I have a funny feeling that was a shooter-induced malfunction and not something I can fault the gun for. Time will tell. You'll see it some more. I did buy it, so it's going to be in the arsenal. We will bring it back out and do some comparisons, although not a lot, because my 380 collection consists now of this and the Glock 42. That's it. All right, so I'll do a head-to-head between those two. Although somebody did ask me today about the Taurus, what's it called? The Taurus Spectrum. Somebody asked me about that today, and I had to say, I don't know. So I don't know, who knows? Maybe one of those will find its way into the stable. Although, God, I hope not. I hope I don't start collecting a bunch of 380s. That would be sad indeed. But anyway, what is this gun for what it's made is what I'm looking at, and I think that it is very good. It's very well suited to the target market that it's made for. I think they did it right in terms of getting the slide so that someone who doesn't have a lot of upper body strength or hand strength can easily work the action and retract this slide. I think they made it so that it's a safe gun with respect to the grip safety and the fact that you cannot move that trigger without that grip safety being fully depressed. I think they made an excellent shooting gun in terms of the trigger being very light and crisp. Owe that to the fact that it's a hammer gun. Also owe it to the extra fact that this grip safety is also actuating the firing pin safety, meaning the trigger doesn't have to perform that function. Makes it smoother and crisper and lighter. All in all, I think that the 380 Shield EZ is definitely a winner. It's surprisingly good, and it's surprising how much I like it and how much I enjoy shooting it today. So I'm just over 100 rounds. I'm actually into some PMC ball ammo. I forget the weight. Let's call it 90 grain for lack of anything else. But so I broke it into that. So we're well over 100 rounds, and with that one stovepipe notwithstanding, it has performed perfectly, absolutely perfectly. Seems like a pretty accurate little gun. I was tending to group them low left, so I blame that on me, but some guns make me shoot well and some guns don't. And this one, haven't decided yet, so I'm gonna have to bring it back out and test it some more. Maybe we'll do a deep dive down the road and maybe we'll compare it to the Glock 42. Either way, this is the Shield 380 EZ. From M&P, Smith & Wesson, thanks for watching.